Hi, everyone. In this video, I'm going to share with you the top 10 foods that harm our health. Some of these may surprise you, but it's important to be aware of what we're putting into our bodies. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Subscribe, like, comment. 1. Sausages. Sausages having a high fat content, particularly saturated fats, include salami, mortadella, longaniza, and pork ham. Saturated fats make up 10 to 13 grains of each 100 grains of food. Among these foods, a food with less than 1.5 grains is regarded as healthful. These foods' high saturated fat content significantly raises the risk of being overweight, obese, and developing cardiovascular disorders like heart attacks and strokes. However, sausages contain a significant number of nitrates, which when ingested in excess can have a cancer-causing effect. Another issue with these foods is their high sodium content, which contributes to high blood pressure and the prevalence of heart disease. 2. High fructose corn syrup. In the food sector, it is a sweetener used to sweeten several foods. Its main ingredient, fructose, can raise blood levels of LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, which increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, and obesity. The problem with this substance is that it has been added to many foods that are consumed every day, including cereals, cereal bars, sugary drinks, jams, and others. 3. Drinks with sugar. Drinks with added sugar are now being consumed more often. Due to the high levels of sugar they contain, excessive beverage intake is linked to an increase in overweight and obesity as well as diseases including diabetes mellitus type 2, insulin resistance, hypertriglyceridemia, and an elevated risk of cardiovascular diseases. A 350cc can of beverage has 12 teaspoons of sugar in it. 4. French fries. They are very harmful food for health because they have a high content of saturated fats, trans fats, and cholesterol, in addition to the contribution of refined carbonates. French fries have an average contribution of 500 calories in 100 grams, 32 grams of fat, and 4 grams of saturated fat. It also has a large amount of sodium. 5. Pizzas. Pizzas feature an excessive amount of saturated fats, salt, and sugars, making them a food that has a lot of unhealthy nutrients. Cheese, sausages, and bread made with refined flours all include these nutrients. 6. Hamburgers. These meals include significant amounts of nitrates, which are carcinogenic, and saturated fats, which raise the risk of developing cardiovascular disorders. A hamburger contains 40 grams of fat and 670 calories on average. Less than 400 milligrams of salt, 15 grams of saturated fat, and 4 grams of fat. 7. Ice cream. The main nutrients found in ice cream are saturated fat, trans, cholesterol, and sugar. Consider that a cup of 200 ccs of chocolate ice cream provides 287 calories, 14 grams of fat, 9 grams of saturated fat, 34 grams of sugar. 8. Juices nectar. These juices have 17 teaspoons of sugar in each bottle. Diabetes and insulin resistance are more likely to occur when intake is excessive. 9. Sweets. Due to their high sugar and high fructose corn syrup content, sweets increase the risk of being overweight, obese, diabetic, and insulin resistant when consumed in excess. 10. Donuts. Donuts are incredibly unhealthy for you because they are fried and contain a lot of saturated fat, cholesterol, trans fat, and simple sugars. Unfilled, a typical donut has 250 calories, 35 grams of carbs, 19 grams of which are sugar, 12 grams of fat, and 3 grams of saturated fat. It's also important to take into account the fact that donuts loaded with jam, or another sweet ingredient increase the negative influence of high fructose corn syrup. After discussing the top 10 foods that are bad for our health, what do you think? Please refrain from including it in your diet. Or is it a regular part of your diet? Use the comment section below to contact us. Alternately, you might send your loved ones this video to let them know as well. Subscribe, like, comment.